Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. I want to thank everybody for coming along and coming to Finance by France. Yes, this is your girl France, and I am here to do what? Obviously finance. So it doesn't matter how you got here, if you got my information from someone else, or you were just searching cash stuffing, or even if it's 2 a.m. and you're slowly going down that YouTube rabbit hole, you are here. And there's a reason that you're here today. So let's definitely get into it. So today I will be stuffing my check from January 15th. I'm a little bit late. Today is actually Saturday the 16th, but I still got to get it done. I actually got into cash stuffing and budgeting because I saw my W-2 from 2020 and it did not disappoint at all. I mean, I was making that money, honey, but I could not account for all of the money that I made. And for me, that's really frustrating. I'm a mom, I have a home. I need to know where my money went, and I need to know that it's not all up at Target. I need to know that it went somewhere good and that I'm saving for my children, for my future, and for myself. And I really need to hold myself accountable, and I want to know where all my money goes. So I'm getting into budgeting and I'm starting 100% fresh. So I've seen other channels and everybody's channel is great. Like I have so much admiration for everybody who's created channels. But one thing that I was a little bit frustrated about was everybody already had everything established already. They already had their envelopes and they were full, but I'm starting this completely fresh, y'all. So these envelopes that I'm stuffing right now have absolutely nothing in it. We're gonna start from the nitty gritty, and I want y'all to take this journey with me. So if you're fresh and brand new to budgeting, and even if you're not, you can watch me start fresh and let's just see where we end up at the end of the year. Let's do it together. So that's what I'm here for. So I got all my money lined up right here, and this is my special save a dollar. So every time I get a dollar, I don't care where that dollar comes from, what it's for. If I have a leftover dollar, that's where it's going, right up in there. So that's what that's for, and let's get into it. Okay, y'all, so the first thing that I'm gonna bring out right now is my beautiful blush pink cash envelopes right here. So with this is where I'm going to put all of my money that I use on a day-to-day basis. So this is my normal wallet that I use, this Michael Kors wallet. I am actually making my own envelopes, which you will see on my Etsy channel coming up really soon on my Etsy. And they're going to be able to fit right in any type of wallet like this. I don't have that right now, but I really want to make my own. I really want to come up with something unique, and I've made a couple for some friends, some personalized ones, and I'm really excited to make my own. So that way I can carry my money with me wherever I go. No lie, I actually carry this with me too. So I have a big old purse where I have everything in it, and that's cool with me, but it'd be nice if I had everything in there. So I'm gonna put that over here, and then we're just gonna get into what my envelopes are. So the envelopes that I have with me every day are really typical. So I have gas, groceries, and then spend. So the first thing that I'm gonna stuff is gas. I happen to work pretty far from my house, so I want to make sure that I have $40 in gas. Get that in there. And then groceries. So I have a really big family and I have plenty of kids. So I budget actually $300. Yes, $300 for groceries. I hope though that I'll have some of that hanging over. And I don't know why this bank gave me so many 20s, even though I didn't ask for so many 20s. So let's go ahead and do that. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 100, 250s, and I'm gonna take 100 out of there. So that's 1, 50, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300 for groceries. And again, if I have anything left over, typically what I'll be doing is putting that towards myself. Like I said, I have a lot of children. I have a really busy job as well, and I often don't get enough time to do stuff for myself. So I always want to make sure I take that time out for self-care. So, and then spend. So spend for me is just when unexpected things might happen and you're running around and have to grab something for $20, $30 there. So I'm not going to put a lot in spend because I'm pretty good at keeping up with my budget. But I'm going to go ahead and put $30 in spend. So 10, 20, 30. Oh, and I forgot to tell y'all that the total amount that I'm actually stuffing today is $1,464. So my total check was $1,991.63, and I actually have a huge portion that goes out to my Roth IRA, and again, it already gets split to my children's accounts. I also don't have anything for medical because I have an HSA account that I take out of my check and my company matches it. So luckily I don't have to do anything like that. So now that that's done, let's get into our main sinking funds here. So this is the nitty gritty. This is where we have a lot going on. So let me open that up here. And again, my daughter helped me make all of these. So again, the first thing I want to take time out for is myself. I know a lot of people, they like to do everything else first. Their car maintenance, everything. But at the end of the day, I have to make sure that I'm good. I have to make sure that I'm good for me. So I always want to make sure that I put something away for myself. And again, this could be anything. It could be a massage, or if I want to buy some shoes, or whatever the case may be. I always make sure that I put something away for myself. Because as a mom, we tend to take care of our household, take care of our family, even take care of our friends before we do it for us. So I definitely want to do that for me first. So my France envelope here is getting $100. So get that in here. My next one is B-days. Again, I have a lot of children, so I always try to plan in advance because everybody's birthday is like consecutive starting in June. So I want to make sure that I have enough money to kind of last me starting in June all the way to October, and get that in here now. So for B-days, I'm going to do $40. All right, and the next one is biz-ish. So I definitely am on my whole entrepreneur gang. I have a lot of friends and we talk about different businesses that we want to start or have started. I've actually had a business prior to this, and it went well, but it wasn't where my passion was. So I always want to make sure that I put money aside to move forward with that entrepreneurial spirit and get that money in the bank. So for my biz, I'm going to put $100. $20, $40, $60, $80, $100. So the next one is car maintenance. Right now, there's not much that my vehicle needs, but of course you want to make sure that you're prepared. So I'm gonna put $40. 20, 30, 40. The next is debt be gone. So I am on a road to a 750 credit score, and part of that is some collections that I happen to have that I am deciding to pay off by doing a pay for delete. So I've already sent out pay for delete letters, and I want to make sure that I have enough money set aside to pay for those if the collection company does decide to move forward with a pay for delete. So my debt is actually going to get $60. 50, 60. Home upgrades is next. Home upgrades is going to be getting, let's see, $40. My basement is currently being refinished, and there's a specific room in there that I want to hook up, and I want to make sure that I have enough when it's done. The next one is my babies. Like I said before, I actually have several accounts that go from my paycheck automatically to each of my children. But this particular envelope is for simple things. If they need some shoes, if I need to buy some additional things from school, this actually gets $155. Now, my children have been in homeschooling or virtual learning since last year in March. So of course we went the whole summer and they're still there. So I've made sure that my children have everything they need on a regular basis, but just in case anything pops up, that we got that. So that's $155. Make sure that's right. 155. The next is my OMG fund, because the first thing you say when something happens is, oh my God. So that's also the equivalent to emergency fund. So my emergency fund is going to get $30. $10, $20, $30. Nails don't make it easy, y'all. The nails do not make it easy. The next one is self-care. So self-care is going to be getting $50. $20, $40, $45, $50. Travel. So with travel right now, obviously people aren't doing much, but I hope that when we get back into things, I can definitely be moving around. My sister and brother actually live on the East Coast, so I always want to make sure that I have money to go visit them because we don't get to see each other often. So travel is going to be getting $40. $20, $30, $35, $40. Okay, my next envelope is weekend trips. So because I do have so many children and such a big family, a lot of times instead of just bringing my kids to something for the day, I try to take my kids somewhere for the whole entire weekend. Where I live here, we have a lot of water parks. So we definitely try to get out and go to the water parks as often as possible. So for weekend travel, we're going to do $40. All these 20s. I could not believe they gave me so many 20s and then argued with me about it. That's a whole nother story. So the next part of my funds that I want to get into, my sinking funds, don't laugh at me, you guys. Again, my daughter helped me make all of these envelopes, and unfortunately we ran out of letters, so she got a little creative with one of them. But I want to get into some things that I am really passionate about, and those are the savings challenges. So one of the savings challenge, and I'm super dedicated to this challenge, is a $10,000 challenge. I plan on having $10,000 at the end of the year, no matter what. Also, I'm doing a $5 savings challenge. So every time I have $5 left over, I just throw it in my $5 savings challenge. And then the last thing is, I am really interested in getting a new car. Now, I don't necessarily need one, but I really would like one. I don't know for sure if I'm going to do that. If I'm going to decide to buy a new car, there's nothing wrong with the car that I have now. So I'm actually going to put money aside just in case I do decide to actually buy a car at some point this year. So let's get into that. And again, that's where me and my daughter got a little creative. So this envelope is new whip. Again, I'm originally from the East Coast, and growing up, a car was a whip, if you didn't know that. So for the new whip, I'm going to put in, let's do $100. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. 10, let's get all that right, because I hate having that money look crazy. 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. And again, I don't even know if I'm going to get a new car. It's something that I would definitely like. I have a lot of children. I would love to have like a 7-seater truck, but I don't know yet. So the next one, before I do that one, I'm going to jump into the $10,000 challenge. So I do have a 26 week $10,000 challenge because I get paid every 2 weeks. So for the first week, the total that you put into your envelopes is $275. So let's go ahead and get that up. Okay, perfect. So again, that's $275, and that's going into my $10,000 fund. Mark my words, I'm gonna have $10,000 by the end of the year. So that concludes like all the sinking funds that I have. That's all done. But again, I have those extra 5. So with those extra 5s, I'm gonna make sure that I put them in my $5 here. That's 10 that we're putting in there. And then of course I have my ones. So let me count. I'm pretty sure that's just 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So those are gonna go into my dollars. And then I have $10 left over. And I'm just gonna throw that in for myself. So that is it. I'm definitely going to talk about so much more than just budgeting, but for right now, if you liked everything, you enjoyed it, and you want to see me again and hear how my next check goes, then definitely hit that subscribe button and come back again. I do get bonus checks in between, so I wholeheartedly, every dollar that I get this year, I'm going to be showing on this YouTube channel. So come with me and see where you can get as well, and let's do this together, y'all. All right, bye.